all of attraction and speaking words and shit. Like, bro, I feel like a lot of that shit put a dark cloud on Reese head. You feel what I'm saying? That Grim Reaper shit. You know, because people started to be scared of him. You feel me? Like the industry started to be scared of him. And I feel like, I don't know, it's just like certain shit that you speak is like not people, even his ops, even though like he a street nigga, folks a real street nigga, he wasn't really tripping, he was in the streets, he wasn't ducking no action. But just the fact that you said he the Grim Reaper, anything around him, he just own that. Now other niggas mad, like hell no, he can't have that name. He can't have that name, be the toughest motherfucker in the city, hell no. I hate him. That's what I'm talking about.
No, all right, that's a valid point. So, all right, so let me also attack it this way, right? The reasons why I ever gave anybody a nickname.
Yeah.
I was like, keep in mind, I'm from Jersey. I never lived that life, period. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm enjoying music. Like everybody loves music that talks about certain shit.
Shit was creative though, bro.
No,
it's like,
hold on, I'm gonna tell you why I did it though. I'm gonna tell you why I did it because there was satire with it. I'm gonna tell you why I did it. I remember kind of like getting into the culture. I'm like, yo, these niggas is calling themselves savages, bro. Like, you know what a savage is? Yo, a savage is, by definition, real talk. Y'all ever Google savage? They're calling themselves savages and demons. You know what a demon is? Nigga, I wrote the definition now. I came with cue cards just for you, my nigga. I have to read out.
We got booked and the police officer. She said something. We all in the book. Hold on. She said, yeah, these savage beasts right here. We like, but what the fuck? Nigga, she just called?
Wait. Where's my fucking cue card, nigga?
I need to know the definition though.
Hold on. Wait, I got my phone. I'm gonna Google this bitch right now. Yo, if I read you the definition of a demon and a savage, these are the first things. By the way, 2 years ago, you and Dirk made a song called Chiraq Demons. I want to read your definition. I gotta read your definition. This is why, like, again, y'all on some colloquial shit, y'all might use that term for different shit.
No,
when people hear,
go ahead.
I'm reading. A demon is a evil spirit or devil. Mm-hmm. That's like hold on. An evil spirit or devil, especially one thought of to possess a person or act as a tormentor in hell. Mm-hmm. Nigga, a demon. If someone says I'm a demon, I'm thinking me calling you the Grim Reaper. Like at least I'm saying you're the demon, just getting other niggas. Like you know what I mean? Okay, you know what a savage? I know off the top of my head. A savage is a animal that is fierce, uncontrolled, and prone to violence. Mm-hmm. So when I seen y'all were referring to yourself, and most of the early terminology was saying that, I'm like, yo, they gotta be
out like t-shirts.
There was so me, and by the way, I'm not saying I'm right. So by the way, I'm also here to take accountability too. I started looking at shit. I said, yo, there gotta be levels to the savagery and the demonic shit.
But it is.
That's why I said there was a Grim Reaper. Now, granted.
It was creative though. What you did, it was creative. You gave a lot of niggas names. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of niggas had to live up to them or not meet that standard. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Behind the scenes,
you're right about that. Yeah. You see, and by the way,
because now you got to live up to that name now. Especially if you really out there for real, like niggas gonna make you live up to that name. You know what I'm saying? Or you not gonna live up to it.
And this is why, like, even when I'm playing this, like you used a word which I loved, but I was disappointed when you used it in regards to me because I feel I'm one of the few people who people always mention the Warren Chiraq stuff with me. Yeah. And when it comes to accountability, bro, I've never said, oh no, I was just like, I always say, yo, if a nigga want to say I kind of instigated.
You do hold yourself accountable.
No,
that's
of course.
One thing. And I said earlier, you're not afraid to have a conversation. I don't care if it's a long, uncomfortable conversation. And you ain't afraid for a motherfucker to say you or look at you a certain way. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're not afraid to have a conversation. You feel me? Like a lot of people care what people think, and that's what fuck up a lot of relationships. Because you're afraid to have a conversation with a nigga.
We'll play this. We all black people, man. We trying to, like, first of all, like, the odds, if somebody rolled a die, me and you shouldn't be sitting in the same room. Granted, from where you came from and where I came from, it's just not supposed to happen. It's by the grace of God.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And when things like that happen, we do owe, everybody else who are being inspired by either my actions or your actions, for us to be like, yo, listen, well, I wouldn't do this again.
Yeah.
So even if you were inspired by it, like, and I've said it before, I wouldn't do the nickname stuff again because you're right.
Yeah.
me probably saying like, "Oh, that's the Grim Reaper."
Yeah.
Niggas probably like, "Well, if it's anybody I want to get, it's this guy."
It's the Grim Reaper. I want him.
And I acknowledge
Whoever,
that.
you feel what I'm saying? Just like whoever is the nigga, the main nigga, he probably ain't never did nothing for real. Whoever the main nigga is, bro, that you covering when it come to like wars or anything, you feel what I'm saying? A lot of times them be the easiest niggas to get. Them the easiest niggas to get. I know he finna be at the studio, he at this location, or he at this, or everybody know him, you feel what I'm saying? It's niggas from these neighborhoods that's really in the trenches on the block every single day that don't got no Instagram, that don't show their face and all this, but this nigga, he got an Instagram, everybody know his face, he gotta be super on point everywhere he go. The grocery store, it might be 5 niggas in there that know who he is and wanna do something to him, and he don't have a clue who they are, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying, just like the broadcasting of it, you feel what I'm saying? When a nigga, they don't really know, they don't know what comes with that shit for real, bro. Nigga really thinking like, all right, man, it's cool, I can still do this, do normal shit. Like, hell no, bro. The internet, people really on that internet all day, every single day, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
I think you're right with that. And for that, you know, I've always said, you know, the way how I do coverage of like, you know, just, you know, especially sometimes now the mainstream shit that everybody covering, I would cover Chicago again, just way different.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do the nicknames. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was at a time where shit, it felt like it was okay.
Yeah.
Me growing up, I'm like, nah.
when we was young, it was funny though. Like, we was tweaking off this shit. Like, man, he calling this nigga the Grim Reaper. He just
by
calling
the
this
way-
nigga Max Payne. He doing this. He calling this nigga this. You feel what I'm saying?
By the way, Lil Reese did put out a tape called Grim Reaper, EP. Real
That's
talk.
all.
So people adopted it. So
That's
so
all
hold
I'm
on.
saying.
And I guess this is where I want to throw a question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. You got a homie from the hood. We been calling him Crazy James since forever.
Yeah.
Nigga got to live up to being crazy now. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody calling him crazy, even when he ain't
man.
crazy. Nigga
That
just
is true.
He crazy. You feel me? My mama told me that early, bro. I swear to God, I just said that on the. I just did a panel. I'm like, bro, my mama told me when I was a kid, nigga tell you they crazy, believe them. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
That's a fact.
you gotta, people be having a